Chosen one, hear this. The Lord himself has spoken, and his voice carries the authority that reshapes destinies, reverses decline, and rekindles the flame of life in ways the world cannot measure. Joel 2:25 declares, I will restore to you the years the locust has eaten. And this is not merely a poetic promise, it is a divine decree, a sacred command over your days, over the very structure of your life. Your years are being reclaimed. Yes, reclaimed. The strength you thought lost, the energy that once propelled your steps, the fire that once animated your spirit, all of it is returning. Even now, as your eyes meet these words, a shift is unfolding, invisible yet undeniable, reaching deep into the fabric of your being. The hand of the Almighty is at work, restoring what the world has told you is gone forever, realigning your body, mind, and soul with the original blueprint of divine purpose. You may have felt the heaviness of life pressing down, the subtle slowing of your steps, the creeping fatigue that seemed inescapable. All of that is breaking off now. The Lord is not merely offering comfort, He is rewriting your story with the speed and precision of heaven's timing. What the enemy meant for loss, God is transforming into abundance. Your reflection will begin to tell a different story. Your eyes will carry the light of purpose. Your body will move with newfound grace. Your mind will awaken to clarity long dormant. This is not the result of routine, of products, or of human effort alone. It is the supernatural order of God, breathing life into cells, tissues, and systems, aligning the physical with the spiritual, synchronizing your biology to the rhythm of eternity. Aging was never part of His design. It came through brokenness, through a world that tried to claim dominion over your body and spirit. But now, the author of time himself is restoring your prime. Your spirit has always held the blueprint of youth. Your body is finally catching up. As it is written, those who hope in the Lord will renew their strength. They will soar on wings like eagles. Isaiah 40:31. Chosen one, this is urgent. This is happening now. The very moment your attention is captured by these words, the divine reversal has already begun. You are standing at the threshold of a season where nothing will be as it once was. Step forward into this moment with confidence, declaring readiness. Speak life, speak faith, type Amen, or silently affirm within your heart that you are embracing this restoration. Do not rush past these words, for they are not mere inspiration. They are activation. Heaven is responding to your acknowledgement. You are not encountering a promise for the distant future. You are witnessing a present reality taking shape within you. Imagine waking each day to a body that responds not with fatigue, but with energy, not with stiffness, but with fluid motion, not with confusion, but with clarity. This is the work of God's hand, aligning your internal rhythms, reordering your cells, and harmonizing your mind, body, and emotions to His perfect design. You are stepping into a restoration that surpasses human understanding, one that is physical, spiritual, and prophetic. It is holy and tangible. What the world calls decline, heaven calls activation. The same God who formed you in the secret place, who numbers the hairs on your head, who knows the rise and fall of every breath, is commanding your body to remember its intended strength, its original resilience, its divine vitality. This restoration is not symbolic, it is real. Soon you will awaken and barely recognize yourself. Your reflection will testify to divine intervention. The eyes will shine with clarity. The skin will bear witness to internal renewal. The posture will communicate strength without effort. But this is not the result of cosmetics or techniques, nor of fleeting routines. This is the supernatural biology of God's design manifesting in your flesh. The years that were once lost to fatigue, stress, or broken systems are being rolled back. This is not fantasy, not wishful thinking. This is the sacred alignment of heaven with the vessel He created in His own image. Your youth is not a memory. It is a promise now being fulfilled, a divine resurgence coursing through every system of your being. Your body will not simply appear different, it will function differently. The weariness that once held you hostage is lifting. Your muscles will respond with strength, your joints with flexibility, your nervous system with peace. Psalm 18:32 reminds us, "It is God who arms me with strength and keeps my way secure." And He is doing exactly that for you, not to relive the past, but to propel you into the assignments still awaiting you. There is work to be done, lives to impact, healing to bring, and now your body, mind, and spirit are being readied for every step, every task, every calling that was designed before time began. This restoration is holistic. It is purpose-driven vitality, and it will manifest in ways that even science cannot measure. From within, a light will rise that no product can manufacture. It is not vanity, it is divine radiance. Your skin, your eyes, your posture, they are becoming the canvas on which heaven paints its glory. Psalm 34 verse 5 declares, "Their faces were not ashamed, and they looked to Him and were radiant." That radiance is not metaphorical. It is cellular, it is systemic, it is alive. Every line, every shadow of weariness is softened by peace, not effort. What once appeared tired is now renewed, not through striving, but through surrender. Those around you may ask, what has changed? They may try to name it with superficial labels, but the truth is profound. This is spiritual reality made visible, divine restoration becoming tangible, a holy signature stamped upon the very vessel God designed. Your posture is changing. Where there was stiffness, grace now flows. Where there was hesitation, boldness emerges. Psalm 18:33 declares, "He makes my feet like the feet of a deer. He causes me to stand on the heights." And this is true for you. You are not reverting to naive youth. You are stepping into God-ordained restoration, fully equipped for purpose, fully alive to the assignments He has yet to place in your hands. This is not about nostalgia. It is about fulfillment, acceleration, and alignment with the eternal design. The Lord Himself is sustaining you, reviving you, and even reversing what is necessary for the full execution of your destiny. Isaiah 46:4. You are not simply aging, you are being reborn into divine capacity. Your mind, once clouded by fear, stress, or noise, is now clearing. Your nervous system, previously keyed into tension and survival, is relaxing under the weight of peace. Your soul, which never ages, is sending signals that your body cannot resist. Healing is taking place at the molecular level. This is not mind over matter. This is heaven over matter. Your biology is aligning with divine intention. Fatigue, doubt, and weariness no longer hold dominion. Strength, focus, and divine rhythm are returning. Not by human effort, not by temporary measures, but by prophetic alignment with God's original design. You are being reassembled, recalibrated, and restored to the fullness of what was written in your blueprint before time itself began. And this restoration will be evident, not just in what people see superficially, but in the way you move, the way you carry yourself, the way your presence commands attention without demand. The light in your eyes, the fluidity in your motions, the clarity in your decisions, all of these are indicators of the deeper work taking place within. Isaiah 61:3 speaks of a mantle of praise, a garment of joy, and that mantle is being woven over you now. This is not metaphorical, it is manifest, a living testimony to the divine hand at work, a reflection of the power of God moving in real time, shaping you from the inside out. You are being prepared to walk in a season where your presence itself will declare, God still restores, still renews, still heals. The shift is strategic. Every system, every rhythm, every function of your body is being recalibrated for purpose. This is not random rejuvenation. It is precise, intentional, sacred engineering. Your movement, energy, and joy are returning not for idle pleasure, but for the work that heaven has entrusted to you. Acts 17:28 reminds us that in him we live and move and have our being, and now that movement is being restored with supernatural vigor. Soon you will awaken to a body that is not just functional, but aligned with destiny, energized, resilient, responsive, and alive to purpose. Chosen one, understand this. The transformation underway in you is not superficial, not cosmetic, not fleeting, and certainly not dependent on human formulas or fleeting trends. It is sacred, rooted in the very essence of divine design. Every cell, every fiber, every organ is beginning to respond to the voice of heaven. Your bones, once weighted with the years, are lightening under the decree of God's restoration. Your muscles, once tight and hesitant, are awakening to fluidity and power that have lain dormant. Your nervous system, once a battlefield of stress signals and anxious tension, is now stabilizing, finding a divine cadence that mirrors the eternal order of the Lord. What once felt like struggle is now becoming ease. What once demanded effort is now flowing as natural motion, a reflection of the Creator's original blueprint for wholeness. You are not simply moving through days, chosen one. You are stepping into a sacred rhythm, a tempo ordained by God Himself. And every movement, every breath, every thought is being recalibrated for divine expression. Even your reflection, once a mirror of weariness and fatigue, is beginning to speak of revival, vitality, and heavenly alignment. From the deepest recesses of your soul to the outermost cells of your body, heaven is orchestrating a symphony of renewal, recalibration, and realignment. Your spirit, eternal and unfading, is sending instructions to your body, which has no choice but to obey. Every muscle, every joint, every fiber of your being is responding, aligning with the eternal blueprint of life that God embedded within you before time itself began. You are experiencing a sacred synchronization, a recalibration of all systems to operate in harmony with purpose, power, and divine intention. The stiffness that once resisted movement, the fatigue that once dictated your hours, the subtle erosion of strength, clarity, and vitality, all of these are dissolving before the touch of heaven. You are being reformed, reassembled, and rejuvenated in ways that defy conventional understanding. Your reflection will soon testify to this invisible work, not as a matter of aesthetics or vanity, but as proof of divine fidelity, holy restoration, and supernatural design. The glow in your eyes, the subtle radiance on your skin, the effortless power in your movements, and the clarity in your mind are all signposts of a reality that surpasses the natural, evidence of a life being reordered by the Creator Himself. Everything within you is waking to a sacred frequency. Your nervous system, once fraught with tension and hyper-alertness, is being calmed by peace that passes all understanding. Your heart, once burdened with worry, is now steady, strong, and attuned to the rhythm of heaven. Your mind, once clouded by fear or doubt, is clearing as every synapse receives signals of clarity, purpose, and divine alignment. Your cells themselves are remembering what wholeness feels like. The very DNA within you, once limited by external circumstance, is being rewritten by divine memory, carrying new instructions to repair, restore, and revive. Your metabolism, your hormones, your immunity, your energy, every system is being retimed, recalibrated, and aligned with your sacred purpose. You are not merely existing, you are stepping into full capacity, operating at a level of divine design that the world cannot define or confine. Your body is not aging into limitation, it is ascending into freedom, vitality, and mission. Even the subtle signals that govern your emotions, thoughts, and physical response are being transformed into a harmonious orchestra of divine life. The fatigue that once claimed your afternoons is lifting. The heaviness that once weighed your steps is vanishing. The fear that once clouded your decision-making is dissipating, replaced by a holy confidence that is steady, unwavering, and unshakable. You are entering a season where nothing about you will be ordinary, because everything about you is being touched by the extraordinary power of God, and every part of your being is participating in the miraculous unfolding of your restoration. This is not an abstract promise. It is biological, spiritual, and prophetic reality converging in your life. Your posture will no longer reflect weariness. Your steps will carry assurance. Your hands will operate with precision and strength. Your voice with clarity and authority. Every choice, every movement, every decision will bear the mark of alignment with heaven's purpose. This is not fantasy. It is divine order manifesting in real time. You are being reassembled, every system of your body responding to the sacred decree of God. Your mind is aligning with your soul, your body is obeying the Spirit, and your spirit is exercising authority over every aspect of your life. This is restoration on purpose, not by chance. It is an intentional, prophetic recalibration designed to bring your entire being into harmony with eternal reality. You are being elevated beyond natural constraints, rising above limitations, surpassing what the world once told you was possible, stepping fully into the life God has written for you since before time began. Even the subtleties of your internal chemistry, the delicate balances of your nervous and hormonal systems are being reformed to respond to purpose, endurance, joy, and clarity. The life that was latent within you is now emerging into active expression, and you are becoming a living testimony of divine intervention. Those who encounter you will feel it. They will sense a presence, a vibrancy, a wholeness that is undeniable. The light rising from within you is holy, unmanufactured, unstoppable, and unmistakably divine. Your confidence is being restored. Not arrogance, not pride, but quiet, holy, unshakable assurance, rooted in the knowledge of who you are and whose you are. Your decisions, once tentative, are becoming bold and decisive. Your posture, your movements, your presence, and even the tone of your voice are communicating authority and alignment with heaven's rhythm. Where hesitation once reigned, clarity now flows. Where fear once lingered, faith now rises. You are not walking into this new season blindly. You are entering with eyes open, spirit awakened, body renewed, fully prepared to claim all that God has prepared for you. The past, with its struggles, setbacks, and losses, is no longer your defining narrative. Your present is being rewritten by heaven, and your future is being constructed in alignment with eternal intention. You are no longer confined by the timelines of the world. You are living in the sacred tempo of God's design. The physical manifestations will follow naturally from the spiritual activation. Your skin will glow, not with the superficial brightness of makeup or mirrors, but with the inner radiance of a soul aligned to its divine purpose. Psalm 103 verse 5 promises, "Who satisfies your years with good things, so that your youth is renewed like the eagles." And this promise is coming alive in you, not as poetry, but as biological truth, as functional vitality, as radiant life. Your posture, your gestures, your expressions will begin to speak of victory. Those who encounter you will not simply see change, they will feel it. There is a holy signature rising from within you, a vibrational imprint of the eternal God at work, signaling restoration, health, and power in ways the world cannot counterfeit. Your voice, once dulled by fatigue or fear, is gaining strength, clarity, and authority. Your movements are becoming effortless, graceful, and confident, as if your body itself recognizes that it has been designed for more than survival. It has been designed for purpose, impact, and eternal significance. This is the work of divine resurrection in real time. Your body, mind, and spirit are being unified under a single holy directive: to restore, to renew, to rise. You are not returning to what was. You are ascending into what was always meant to be. The wisdom, energy, and capacity that were once buried beneath years of strain are now surfacing. Your nervous system is calming, your mental clarity is increasing, your hormonal balance is being restored, and even your internal rhythms are finding harmony with heaven's order. You are being freed from the subtle chains of time, fatigue, and societal expectation. Every system in your body is awakening to its original design, responding to the hand of God, and moving in rhythm with eternal purpose. This is not mere recovery, this is recreation, a sacred realignment that will position you for the work God has called you to complete. As your restoration progresses, you will notice a new boldness in your voice, a new clarity in your decisions, a new confidence in your steps. Hesitation will be replaced by faith-driven action. Doubt will yield to certainty, and weariness will surrender to strength. Psalm 18:33 reminds us, "He makes my feet like the feet of a deer. He causes me to stand on the heights." That is your reality now. Movement without strain, clarity without confusion, joy without inhibition. You are stepping into the fullness of your divine identity, no longer limited by the expectations of the past, the pressure of the world, or the limitations of your body as you once understood it. Every organ, every system, every cell is responding to the authority of heaven, obeying the voice of God over your life. This is not magic, it is the power of resurrection, flowing into the mortal, real, and tangible framework of your being. The spiritual foundation for this transformation is already in place. Your soul, unaging and eternal, is sending signals to your body, directing it toward wholeness, vitality, and divine energy. Every thought of weakness, every whisper of fear, every hint of hesitation is being replaced with the quiet fire of sacred confidence, the calm certainty of purpose, and the radiance of divine restoration. Your body is not being forced to comply. It is responding willingly because it is being inhabited by the Spirit who raised Christ from the dead. Romans 8:11 declares that this same Spirit will give life to your mortal bodies. You are the living embodiment of that promise. Your energy is returning. Your clarity is sharpening. Your focus is intensifying. Your joy is overflowing. You are stepping fully into the reality that God's restoration is not delayed, not symbolic, and not passive. It is active, alive, and unstoppable. Every system, from your nervous network to your posture, from your skin to your internal organs, is participating in this divine orchestration. You are being retimed, recalibrated, and renewed, stepping into a season where your presence alone will declare the power of God at work in ways that cannot be ignored. Chosen one, now listen deeply. What is unfolding within you is not an isolated event, not a temporary surge of energy, nor a fleeting glimpse of restoration. It is a full-scale, divine activation of your entire being. The light in your eyes, the smoothness of your skin, the subtle strength in your posture. All of these are signposts of an internal reality that is deeper than anything seen by the natural eye. It is the manifestation of a promise that has been whispered over your soul since the foundations of the world, a promise that is now waking from dormancy to claim every inch of your being. There is a sacred momentum building within you, an acceleration of divine energy that the world cannot measure or contain. Your body is not merely healing, it is being redesigned, reassembled according to the original pattern written before the intrusion of brokenness and decay. The stiffness that held you back is dissolving. The fatigue that once ruled your afternoons is fleeing. Even the subtleties of your internal chemistry, the rhythm of your heartbeat, the flow of hormones and neurotransmitters, are being reordered in alignment with heaven's intent. This is not about returning to a younger version of yourself as the world defines it. It is about stepping into a fuller, stronger, more potent expression of the life God intended for you from the beginning. Your spirit has always known this truth, but now your body is catching up. You will feel it in your spine, in the effortless rise of your shoulders, in the calm yet energized steadiness of your steps. Psalm 138, verse 8 declares, "The Lord will fulfill his purpose for me." And this is no idle promise. It is active, present, and manifesting in real time. Every hesitation that once held you captive is dissolving. Every trace of self-doubt is being replaced by quiet, holy confidence. You are walking in sacred certainty, and the world around you will begin to notice, not merely in your appearance, but in the undeniable presence that accompanies one fully aligned with divine purpose. The shift taking place is strategic, chosen, and purposeful. Heaven is not moving randomly. Every detail of your restoration has been planned, every system calibrated for function and beauty, strength and endurance. Your digestive system, your metabolism, your immunity, your cardiovascular rhythm, all of these are responding to the hand of God. Every signal in your brain, every nerve, every synapse, every molecular instruction is being re-encoded for vitality. Your mind, once clouded with hesitation or confusion, is now clarity. Your emotions, once fluctuating with stress or fear, are now steadied under the presence of peace. This is not magic, not imagination, not wishful thinking. It is divine alignment made flesh, a sacred synchronization of what your soul has always known with what your body is now realizing. You are not returning to your past. You are rising into your appointed future. The limitations that the world has placed upon you, age, fatigue, doubt, circumstance, are being dissolved in the light of God's authority. Where once you may have questioned your capacity, now you will feel it surge like a river, breaking through barriers, unstoppable, flowing toward every assignment, every calling, every purpose God has designed for your life. And this is more than physical renewal. It is spiritual empowerment cascading into tangible reality. Your breath carries the frequency of heaven. Your steps are now markers of divine intention. Your posture is a testament to victory. The subtle strength in your hands, the clarity in your gaze, the effortless ease of your movements. All of these are a language of the supernatural, a testimony written upon your body by the Creator Himself. Where once there was hesitation, now there is boldness. Where once there was caution, now there is divine assurance. You are not just surviving the passage of years, you are flourishing in the rhythm of eternal design. The light that rises from within you is holy, unmanufactured, and unstoppable. It cannot be created by cosmetics, exercise, or external effort. It is the manifestation of the presence of God indwelling you, of heaven's blueprint asserting itself over every cell, every system, every function. Your body, once dictated by the clock, is now responding to the eternal voice of God. Time itself is bending in your favor, aligning with your purpose, honoring the calling written into your DNA before the foundations of the earth. Your joy is returning, not superficially, but at the core. Your energy is being renewed, not through artificial stimulation, but through the sacred recalibration of every system in your being. The fatigue, the heaviness, the dullness of past seasons is giving way to vigor, clarity, and spiritual resonance that will carry you through every challenge, every opportunity, every assignment set before you. Your memory is sharpened, your mind quickened, your focus deepened, and your ability to discern and act in alignment with God's purpose is heightened. This is not a return to naivety or the impulsiveness of youth. It is the emergence of divine identity, fully awakened, fully operational, and fully prepared for the assignments set before you. The Lord is giving you strength for the work ahead, clarity for your decisions, and endurance for the journey. You are no longer confined by the limitations of time, circumstance, or worldly expectation. Every day, every hour, every moment is now a canvas upon which God's restoration is being painted, a living exhibition of what happens when heaven touches the mortal frame. You are not just living, you are thriving, flourishing, and ascending in alignment with eternal design. Your presence itself will declare the supernatural work being accomplished within you, and people will recognize, sense, and respond to it even before words are spoken. Every system within you, from your circulatory and nervous networks to your cellular and muscular structure, is responding to this divine reactivation. The burdens that once held you down, the exhaustion that once claimed your afternoons, and the slow erosion of vitality are all yielding to a life-giving current of restoration. You are not being healed in increments. You are being renewed, revived, and resurrected into your full, God-designed capacity. Psalm 45:7 speaks of the oil of gladness, and this same anointing rests upon you now. It is saturating your thoughts, your movements, your energy, your posture, and your presence. It is a mantle of joy, of divine energy, of life that cannot be manufactured or replicated. Every step you take, every word you speak, every interaction you have is being charged with the frequency of heaven. The light within you is not superficial. It originates in the depths of your spirit, radiates through your soul, and manifests in the physical. Your body is a temple, not of decline, but of divine vitality, sacred energy, and eternal purpose. The world may try to measure your worth by age, circumstance, or appearance, but your reality is defined by the hand of God, the power of restoration, and the authority of heaven actively at work in you. Do not shrink from this truth. Do not second-guess the work taking place. The limitations the world has imposed upon your mind, body, and spirit are no longer valid. You are stepping into a divine timeline where age, circumstance, and natural decline do not dictate your capacity. You are not late, you are not behind, you are not diminished. Every aspect of your being is awakening to sacred potential. Your posture will radiate confidence, your movements will speak grace, your mind will operate with clarity, and your spirit will flow in boldness. The voice of fear, the whispers of doubt, the chains of limitation, they are all falling away. You are not being held back. You are being propelled forward. Heaven's tempo, not the world's clock, now governs your steps. The Lord, who moves outside of time, is orchestrating every detail of your restoration. Every system in your body, every thought in your mind, every beat of your heart, and every impulse of your spirit is being realigned to fulfill the assignments written into your life before time began. You are walking in authority, power, and divine clarity, and everything about you bears witness to the extraordinary nature of God's work. Your youth, strength, clarity, joy, and purpose are not returning for vanity. They are returning to equip you for destiny. Every moment of your life, past and present, is being synchronized with heaven's plan. Romans 8:11 promises that the same Spirit who raised Christ from the dead lives in you, giving life to your mortal body, and now that life is manifesting in tangible, unstoppable ways, you are stepping into a new reality where your energy, your capacity, your clarity, your strength, and your joy are being multiplied beyond what the world can calculate. Your hands will build, your voice will speak, your mind will discern, and your heart will love with divine authority. You are ascending into resurrection life, rising above limitations, exceeding expectations, and radiating the presence of God in every action, every decision, every breath. You are the living proof that God still restores, still renews, still breathes life into what the world has called finished. And now, as this sacred work culminates within you, allow yourself to fully receive it. Accept the restoration, embrace the revival, step into the renewal. Speak life over yourself daily. Declare with conviction that you are not aging into limitation. You are ascending into capacity. Let your words, your faith, your movements, and your thoughts all echo the divine truth. That time is now bending to purpose, that every system within you is responding to God's authority, that your life is a living testament of what happens when heaven touches the mortal frame. Hydrate your body as an act of worship. Nourish it with life-giving foods. Move it with intention and joy. Rest in sacred alignment, and guard your atmosphere from voices that drain or distract. Speak life over every cell, every thought, every emotion, and every function of your being, knowing that every declaration of faith is activating heaven's response. Journal your journey. Celebrate your victories. Allow your presence to be an invitation to others to witness the miraculous work God is performing in you. You are not a prisoner of time. You are a living temple, a sacred vessel, a holy manifestation of God's restorative power, and a proof that heaven's design cannot be thwarted. And now, chosen one, as you rise in alignment with this truth, step fully into your calling. Let your renewed strength, clarity, energy, and joy propel you into action, into mission, into impact. Let your presence be a testimony. Let your posture, your voice, your smile, and your movements declare to the world that God still restores, that He still renews, that He still breathes life into what has been considered lost. Your days are being reclaimed. Your years are being restored. Your body, mind, and spirit are being realigned to the sacred design written into your life before the foundation of the world. This is not metaphor, it is manifestation. This is not hype, it is reality. This is resurrection life, awakening within you, tangible, visible, and unstoppable. Amen.